Hello and welcome back to more Slay the Spire. We are climbing up to Ascension 20 with the defect. We just hit A17, which is really the last push of when things get more challenging. 17 makes normal enemies way more challenging. 18 makes elites more challenging, and then 19 makes like bosses more challenging, which in particular makes the heart really hard. The beat doing 2 damage on 19 is pretty tough, so we'll get there. And then 20 just gives you double bosses, which I haven't found to be that challenging compared to the rest of them, but it is fun. It's really nice fighting 2 normal bosses for some reason. I don't know. Okay, that's a very late Burning Elite with a shop after. That could be a good one to take depending on what options we have going into it. We could take 4 elites with the Burning Elite right now. I'm not saying I should, but that is something we can do. um, Probably we're going to end up taking this path. And then we can, again, we have the option of bailing. We can go this way. Then we can take this elite. So I don't think I'm going to take 3 unless I get incredibly lucky with the opener. The boss is Hex Ghost. Through here, take the shop here. Could take an early shop too. If we want more potions, I could go like starting out this way, and then I can continue to this fire up here, or we could kind of bail here, take this fire into the shop, into this guy, if we like need potions, for example. I don't like going here because you're locked into one path, but if we go here, we could like take this guy into this and this if we just happen to high roll incredibly high. So yeah, I'm gonna start there, I think. Choose any card, get a random common relic, lose 7 max HP to double card remove. That's interesting. It's not that high of a cost. 64 to 71. I think that just puts us at 64 health. 64 health isn't that high, but it's not that bad. And removing 2 cards at the beginning, that does make hitting 2 shops more tempting because we could like card remove and then go up here, card remove. And suddenly our deck, instead of having 11 cards, we could get it down to, we could remove you could remove 2 strikes at the beginning, or strike defend, and then we can remove strike defend, and then our deck is really small. So that's pretty tempting, honestly. Random common relic can also be really good. This is essentially equivalent to beating an elite. You can get, I think, rares from elites, but for the most part, this is kind of like you get to kill an elite for free. But you don't get gold, which I guess is fairly relevant. I'm gonna do double card remove. That's really strong. And on the defect, we have Lightning Orb. We can get through the first 3 combats pretty easily without strikes. So let's do that. This just guarantees that I have blocking capabilities to handle enemies. This is a pretty rough fight, but 816. I guess I should have just triple blocked. I went too fast. I'm taking 4 damage I didn't need to because I played a zap without thinking. So let's slow down a bit. Strike, strike, defend. I am taking more damage. I wish I had drawn both defends. Yep, let's just go strike, strike, defend. Take 3 here. This is a pretty bad start, to be honest. We've taken 4. We've taken 7 damage already. But like defect has the damage to get through this. We just have to not draw like that again. Distilled Chaos, great potion. Wow, ball, lightning, loop, and leap, all good cards. Loop, I think, helps the most against Hexaghost. We are in a like this is so good. In terms of like damage output and stuff. This is really good if we want to be more defensive. It helps against Lagavulin in particular. It's a really good upgrade. But it does make the hope of pushing through 4 elites rough. Are they mandatory? Because I could go here. I guess I could go this way. And then, yeah, I could path that away from all the elites if I really need to. Because loop is just such good late game scaling. I'm going to take that. And we're going to go here for more card rewards. Here I get to go loop. Defend, defend. Double lightning bolt. Okay, dual cast can hopefully kill this one. Nice. Then I get to go zap, strike. I guess there's no need to zap. Okay. Stack storm compile driver. Do 1 damage, draw a card is okay. Or 7, draw a card. It is like a better strike. And it can draw more once we get frost, which we're definitely going to be going towards with loop. Storm early is really sketchy, because it doesn't do anything on its own. And stack with our deck size is also pretty sketchy. If we can upgrade Zap Dual Cast, then Compile Driver gets more tempting. I really wish the packs were switched so I could take the Lightning Strike and then loop in this pack. You know what I mean? Or I just wish this made an orb instead of drawing. It's still a good card because it can draw us more into Zap or the other cards we draw. It's not my favorite though. It doesn't really help our damage. It's sort of just, at the moment, kind of a bad strike until we get Frost Orbs, and then it's pretty good. And we're probably going to get Frost Orbs, so I will take it, but I don't love it. Let's go Zap. Compile Driver. I mean, in that case, it did help me find a strike. Next turn, there's Loop. I'm gonna strike. Let's go. Yeah, the enemies have harder movesets, makes this dude attack for 6, which is particularly annoying because it can hit you for 1 damage now if we go defend, defend. So the question we have to ask is, can we kill this? I think I have to take 1 here. That just decreases the chances of us taking like 15 damage in the future. Like now we get to kill exactly instead of taking 1 this turn. Okay, there's a cool-headed claw recursion. Definitely want this cool-headed. First way to make frost, even if it's not the best one. This is rough. I think... Wow, this is really rough, man. We don't have damage. We do not have damage. I can Distilled Chaos. Starting there. Okay. Strike kills this one. That's a good start. We have 5 block. Defend means we're taking 7 because we hit this guy with our compile driver. And I definitely almost... Well, I could defend, defend, and take 2. But then I'm not zapping every turn. I think I need to get some amount of damage throughput here. So we're going to zap. Okay, in this case, strike, strike, defend. Unfortunately, take 2 again. If I can get this Frost Orb up, though, this guy won't be much of a problem. Let's go defend, defend, zap. This block is really annoying. Okay, cool-headed. Defend, loop. We survived this. Not the best fight ever, but we did survive. Alright, you know what? That is a great pickup. Love an Electro. I'm in no position to fight this elite. If I got an upgrade, I mean, probably going to be Loop. Electro is also pretty good, but I think Loop will help us kill more things. Into a potion, into an elite. Could be okay. Let's try that. Okay. Heal or card remove. That's interesting. I could card remove and then card remove. My deck's really lean, but it doesn't do a whole lot. If I heal, I'm kind of in a position to then fight this guy. It's also cheaper, so I'll still have 130 gold. 16 HP is pretty good. That would be essentially heal to full health. This is the cost of the early damage that I took because I wouldn't even be considering this otherwise. Card remove's really powerful. It just cuts all the bad cards out of your deck. Let's do that. I'm gonna cut a defend right now. Then we're gonna go here. We're gonna upgrade this loop. Then we're gonna go here. I can't. Oh, I really want all of these. Capacitor's pretty tempting with Electro and all that stuff. Cold Snap's really good. Kind of the type of thing we want. It's not a potion and it's not a card remove. But Cold Snap does go pretty hard. Especially with loop. It's expensive. It's really expensive right now. And I could get Focus Potion. But I'm playing for the long term. Having Frost Orbs against Hexaghost also pretty nice. I think we're going to take this elite. That way I get one more fight and another chest before I take the fight. That being said, this is an unfortunate start. Just take 22 damage right off the bat. Yeah, I have no defensive options right now. I think I am taking 22. We can go Electro. Dual cast will do 16, and then another 6 will be 22. Not quite enough to kill. So I guess I block what I can here. Block 2. I take 20 damage. Oh, now you do that. Rude. So we're going to do 6, and then 6. So this should kill that dude. Next turn. Bro. Bro, that's so rude. Yeah, no block again. This sequencing of draws has been horrendous. Let's Cold Snap. Dual cast does 16. Oh, dude. Oh my gosh, we're saved. Okay. Explosive Potion, very helpful. Barrage does a decent amount of damage. I could do 12. Most of the time in this build it will do 12, and it has the opportunity to scale more. 1 mana, 12 damage. I don't hate it. Don't hate it, especially with like Electro, Cold Snap. White Noise also pretty great. I mean, we're kind of speccing in just into like a Lagavulin build. Because White Noise I think is better long term. With Loop, Electro, Cold Snap, Frost Orbs. I'm gonna take White Noise. Now, the question is, am I ready to fight an elite 27 health with an explosive potion? Because I could also go here, take a fire, take another fire, then take the elite. We're not strong at all, but our deck is good. So we've scaled more on deck than we have on relics and gold. Electro does make Act 2 easier for us. I think we're going to go here. Toxic Egg. Okay, that's incredible. That's really, really, really good. Here, I think I want to upgrade the Electro. Could also rest, but against Hexaghost, resting doesn't do that much. Because it's just going to hit you for more damage if your life total's higher. And then we're going to try and kill this guy. No curse for me, thank you. I can rest, or I can just upgrade something like Zap. I think this deck wants... There's Zap upgrade and there's White Noise upgrade are probably the two that I'm looking at. I think we're going to go with a Zap upgrade. Okay, this is not the dude we wanted to face. That's pretty bad as well. Storm gives us lightning. I'm just going to dual cast this the most damage. We're probably dead here, but we'll see what his first attack is. He's doing the 16. Okay. This could be worse. I get to go Electro into a loop. Or I could do Cold Snap. Am I killing next turn is the question. I'm hitting him for 9 currently. If I Cold Snap, it's going to be 8 plus 6 will be 14 plus 6 will be 20. So he'll take 20 damage down to 38. I think I have to tank it in Loop. Loop does so much damage here. 16 down to 11. 35. I think I can kill. 28. So if I zap, it just does 8 damage. He'll be at 20. Yeah, this should kill. Okay, we're down to 11. Oh, Molten Egg, dude, everything is upgraded. Holy cow. I will get a charged battery, thank you. Okay, these are some of the best things ever. I have to survive this turn, and I get to. Because electrodynamics is busted. I just kill everything. Okay, we'll take it. Love that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Is it too late to start scaling genetic algorithm? It's really good. Play it once, it blocks for 4 next time. Can I kill Hexaghost with what I have right now is really the question. It's gonna be hard. Loop Plus will help, but I'll have to have Loop Plus with a Frost Orb in front, and I have minimal ways to make that happen. I think I'm going to take the scaling for now. I might rest against Hexaghost, but it's just going to hit us for more damage if I do that. And with upgrading, I get to hit Cool-Headed Plus, which I guess just hits Zap currently. So maybe I upgrade like a Defend or something. Because I have the damage, but I have no way to survive hits. 11 health is really, really low. For a Hexaghost. Resting does heal quite a lot, but then he's just going to attack me for more damage, so I don't know how much that helps necessarily. Okay, I mean, we're going to go to the fire. Rest heals for 19, so I'll go up to 30. Sort of half health. That does let me take some hits. At 11, I think I have to rest. We have such good potential if we can get there. Okay, that's really good. Loop, Cold Snap, Strike. Alright, Hex Ghost, show me what you got. 3 times 6. Let's go... Charge? Loop plus Charge Battery Defend is 1 away from a full block. I think we do that. I gotta wait on this white noise, unfortunately. We want to get this Frost Orb over here. Take 1 damage. Electrodynamics is pretty good. The last card is Dual Cast. Yeah, let's do this. Then I will Cool-Headed. Then I will Compile Driver. Just does the most damage. We hit Charge Battery, but now I'm at 7 block. Okay, we can start with the Cool-Headed again. Zap puts the Frost Orb at the front, which I think I want to do. So I'm blocking for 4. I think I want a white noise here. Oh. Wow. Gives me like 4 turns to kill. 4 turns to kill. I really need to get this lightning orb over there. I think I'm gonna do it. Blocking for 12, so that's a full block, and I'm like infinitely blocking next turn, but I really want this lightning orb here, because that's so much block. So let's zap. I'm actually going to dual cast this, just so I can get more damage sooner. That's 52 block right now. Down to 5. We have Cold Snap Strike on top. Let's compile driver. I think I just strike. We just need to be pushing damage before this orb gets too low. Attack for 16. I can cold snap. Defend 13. Yeah, what is block here? Alright, this is when we really need to get the last bit of damage in. And I think we should be able to. Zap. Dual cast. Charge battery, strike. Take no damage here. He's down to 35. But on to 2 focus. This is the turn that we have to kill. No, I can full block this. Let's compile driver. It draws us options. We can go zap because it's free. Cool headed gives us some block. Dual cast will do 14, 15, 16. With the potion I can kill. But I also, next turn, this will do 1 damage. So we're definitely going to dual cast here. Down to 14. Yeah, strike plus potion does kill. Otherwise I take 30 damage. Next turn this will do 1. And then I might not make it. I can defend 15, 16 blocks. So I only take 14 down to 10. I think I'm just going to use the potion here. I mean, potion's so good in Act 2, but I do have electrodynamics, so. Swift potion, great option. Okay. Wow, they're all upgraded. Right, because I have both of these. Okay. All for one, not very interesting. Fission plus is just busted. Let's take that. If you go like Electro into Fission or Nuclear Battery into Fission, that's kind of nuts. Astrolabe, transform 3 cards and upgrade him. I could make my deck just so clean. Ditching like Strike, Defend, but I have really no block in the deck, so. Let's get some energy. This makes turn 1 Fission way better than it otherwise would be, because it generates a ton of energy and a ton of cards. So the goal of this act is to get card rewards and relics. And maybe take on a Burning Elite if we can. Act 2 Burning Elites can be really tricky though. So we'll see what we do there. I like this potential path here because we can take the shop into the elite or take a regular elite into an elite. So let's try and end up here because there's also, we could take, like we could just go card removes, clean up our deck a whole bunch, and then just have this really clean, streamlined Fission Electrodynamics deck, cut the strikes. So I'm going to go for that. I could get 3 card removes. Let's do that. Alright. My guy is attacking us for a lot. Let's compile driver. Love this. I can Electro into Fission. Or I can fission into Electro. I think the card draw is more important. Given all of that, let's get a power first. Heat sinks, let's this draw. Alright, we're gonna Electro into fission. Now I get to fission. 5 energy, another power. Storm, cool. Cool-headed draws. Then we get to charge battery, defend, defend, full block, strike. Pretty good turn one. Zap. Yeah, we just play our whole hand here. Zap, cold snap, loop. Ooh. That's right, loop draws a card. Taking 12. This will be 8, so plus 6. This would be a full block, so we'll just do that. I really did want the Frost Orb at the front, but gotta work with what you got. We can charge battery, compile driver. Then cool-headed blocks for 4. This will be 7. Or it blocks for 2. Seven, 8, 9. Plus 3 is 12, and I'm taking 2 damage here. Alright. Don't love it. This lightning against his shield is really annoying. Let's go zap. Cold snap. Charge battery, defend, defend. So much block. Take some damage, my friend. We get to go compile. I think I can kill. Dual cast. Yeah, cold snap. Alright, only took 2 damage there. Everything we draw is upgraded, which is sweet, but these cards aren't that good. Compile driver does draw 2. Most of the time. It is compile driver plus it does damage. Recursion is free. It's pretty good with nuclear battery, but it is hard to set it up so that it doesn't just go away with something like electrodynamics. Because electro just clears the whole thing. So do I want compile driver? Right now the only 0 I have that I can loop is zap. But it does make our turn 1 kind of nice. I'll take that. Especially if we're removing a strike for it. Oh, I want that so bad. Potion belt, the abacus. That's potentially a way for our deck to generate a lot of block. But it requires... I think I'm just going to go for card removes first and then ask questions later. Let's get strike out of here. Saving gold. Could buy a focus potion. That would help a lot in some fights. But I think I'm just saving gold for another card remove. Triple dudes. Where's my electro? Not here, of course. White noise. Okay, heat sinks into loop. Cannot compile driver into electro. I'm gonna use a draw potion here. That's pretty rough. Well, there you go. You know what? We'll take it. I can compile driver. I was gonna dual cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fission still works. Then I can electro, and I think they just die. Yeah. Okay, taking no damage, but we did have to use a potion for that. Chaos plus Rip and Tear Turbo. I like Chaos plus a lot. Doesn't help us defensively. We really want something that improves our focus. Turbo giving energy. We do have compile driver, fission. We're going to get cool-headed. So this does help quite a bit. But we do already have fission plus our plasma orb as some amount of energy generation. 2 random orbs. Again, it's good. It doesn't block. Like, we want a glacier. A glacier would go so hard. I might just take it because it's good. Like, 2 orbs for 1 card is really nice. I'm gonna take it. Okay, we get to go white noise. Static discharge can help. Chaos? I kind of want this plasma orb, so I'm gonna leave it as is. For this reason, compile driver draws a million cards right now. This is great. Okay, white noise, loop. Let's vision. Then we have a ton of energy, so I can electro. Cool-headed. Charge battery. I need to block 24. This dude's being pretty rude over here. Block as much as we can, which will be 23. I take 1. Taking 1, not the end of the world here. Okay, let's... Can I kill with dual cast? This'll do 16. Yeah, I should be able to. Compile driver. Compile driver. Blessings of the Forge. Hologram plus double energy claw. Ooh, okay. Probably a hologram plus. That card's really good with everything we have. Let's go more card rewards. When everything you get is upgraded, it's really nice. Presuming you can survive the first turn. Let's go cool-headed. Compile driver. Excellent. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can fission with impunity. Dude, I love fission so much. Maybe more than I should. Let's see what chaos brings. Double dark orb. Not the best thing to start with. But we can charge battery, loop plus. Can hologram back a chaos and just get more orbs? I mean, this is such a good start. Hologram back a charge battery? Honestly, that seems pretty good. 30 full blocks here. Then I can cold snap to get a frost orb and then strike. Loop plus is going to make this go crazy. Yeah, 24. Let's white noise. Oh, okay. Then I get to go zap, compile driver kills, draw a bunch of cards. I guess I should have known electro is what I was doing. Dude, they never want me to block in this build. Let's white noise. Storm. That's a lot of lightning. This will evoke to give 6 block, which is more than casting a defend right now. Alright. Gain 9 block. Yeah, we take some damage, unfortunately. Take 5. And then we should just kill here, I think. Okay, 5 damage I don't love. Cool-headed plus beam cell, sweeping beam. I think the current build really wants a cool-headed plus. Here we get to go and upgrade. Dual cast being free goes really well with all the cool-headed plus and stuff. I think I'm going to do that. It's better than white noise because we only cast white noise once. But we cast dual cast every turn. Let's go here. Show me what you got. Fusion plus. Wow. This build is crazy. Essence of Darkness, Duplication Potion, Regen Potion. But I think we're going to continue with our game plan. Get Strike out of here. And just get our deck really small, lean. Let's upgrade Cool-Headed Plus now. Or do I upgrade White Noise so that it's free so that my turn 1 is better? Cool-Headed Plus is such a strong upgrade. But this being free makes turn 1s very reliable, but I could just draw into it. Let's do this one. Also, sorry, there's like a bunch of stuff happening with trucks outside. The merchant's card removal service always costs 50 gold. So I would be removing a defend. And then our deck is just clean. Really clean, actually. Okay. Let's go here, remove a defend. I like Boot Sequence Plus, but yeah, we can just remove defend. Down to 5. Let's go. Am I in a position to take on the Burning Elite Act 2? This bonfire will be a bit of a waste because my whole deck almost is upgraded. I could rest at the bonfire. I think I'm in a position to take on a Burning Elite. I hate this. I really, really hate this. Oh. Yikes, dude. Bro, unfavorable events, the worst thing to ever happen. Okay, I'm at 30 health. I don't know if I can take a Burning Elite now. Yep, I think that's an Act 3 thing. Okay, let's go White Noise. Heatsinks is great. I can Compile Driver. Then we can Zap. Vision. We love Electro. Draws a card off Heatsinks. Loop draws a card off Heatsinks. We can Hologram back. Probably Compile Driver. Let's Cold Snap. I guess I want to Cold Snap this one because this dude's going to die to lightning anyway, but it is what it is. Yeah, Hologram. Compile Driver. Draw a ton. Let's Compile Driver again. This is why we made Dual Cast free. Let's White Noise. Biased Cog. Dude. Then I will Dual Cast. Pretty good turn 1. Maybe I could have taken on an Elite. Okay. Compile Driver Plus. That gives us a thing, whatever. I think I should be able to just kill here. Cold Snap. Compile Driver. Okay, maybe we're just playing scared. Oh, there it is. Echo Form. That with a small deck, love it. Okay. Upgrade a card. There's very few upgrades here. I think going into an elite fight, I'm going to... This is safer if we just draw this at an inopportune time. I'm gonna upgrade this. We could draw at a really bad spot, and then this elite fight becomes really hard. I guess I just upgrade White Noise too. And then our deck is completely upgraded, basically. Let's upgrade this. Alright, my friend. Let's... White Noise. Storm is acceptable. Loop. Zap. I don't want to dual cast because I want this thing. So let's just pass turn. Not with Loop, I have so much energy this turn. Perfect. He's hitting us for 17. Let's Echo Form. That gives us lightning, of course. We can Cold Snap. Charge Battery. Probably Hologram back. I'm blocking for 17 already. Will I need more energy? I think I'll just hologram back a Cold Snap. This still lets us loop lightning, but then we have at least 4 block for free, because he does hit for a lot. Okay, the first card I play is Cast Twice. Electrodynamics does a lot, but I need some block. Cool-Headed makes a ton of orbs. Let's do that. Also draws a million cards. White Noise. Definitely need this. Okay. I might as well just Fission here. And then we can just go nuts. Chaos. Do I want to Electro? Kind of want to make sure I have enough Frost here. Let's charge battery. So I'm full blocking if I make a Frost Orb. Let's zap. Let's get... I need to make sure I'm pushing damage constantly. Double loop is pretty nice. Cool-Headed plus dual cast. Let's find our dual cast. Then I can Cold Snap. And then Hologram plus a Zap. Play the Zap. So we still have Frost, we're still pushing damage. Okay, this turn, I guess we lead with an Electro. That's a lot of damage. Then we Cool-Headed. Love a dual cast. Chaos Plus could give us Plasma, great. He's gonna weaken us. I'm gonna Zap. We're gonna get more energy next turn, which seems great. So he's gonna buff himself, get really strong, hit us for a ton of damage. So I need to kill him pretty fast. Compile Driver. Dual cast is awesome. Tons of energy. Zap is free. Yeah, might as well zap into Chaos. Dude, this deck is crazy. Last card is Cool-Headed Plus. So I'm just pushing damage. Cold Snap. Compile Driver, draw some cards. So we want to get a Frost Orb to the front if we can. Okay. Okay. Dual cast. Zap. Maybe I could just kill him here. This is so much damage that we're doing. Compile Driver. Chaos Plus. Oh my goodness, we've done it. Cool-Headed. That's dual cast. Wait, are we like infinite? What is happening? Zap. Let's hologram back. Cool-Headed. Play it. Okay, let's do it. Chaos Plus. Cool-Headed Plus. Great compile driver time. Dude. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is like the best compile driver deck I've ever had. Let's zap. Dual cast you. Love it. I mean, we get to chaos. Get another... No, we don't. Let's just cool-headed, man. Get our zap in. Get a compile driver. Dual cast is great. Like the slowest kill ever, but I love every moment of it. Compile driver. Let's chaos. No plasma. Sad. We get to zap into... Do I want block or damage next turn? Is there anything I can hologram back? I can hologram back a zap. I could also cool-head it into a dual cast. I think I want a cold snap. This gives me 2 frost orbs. Makes it so I likely don't die, because he's going to buff and defend, I think. No defend. Well, that was a mistake. 28 damage is all I have to do, though. So we can go zap into compile driver. And then cool-headed should just kill into his... Yeah, dual cast. Nice, dude. This deck is so sick. It's just like somewhat infinite. Oh, okay. That is kind of a bad version of Chaos Plus, actually, isn't it? Where's Chaos? This channel's 2 for 1. This channel's 3 for 2. Maybe that's just kind of bad. Buffer gives us some outs to the heart. It's a very good card. With Echo Form, we could really set it up. I'm gonna take Buffer, even though it's not upgraded. We have so much room for upgrades. Although I can't upgrade if I take this. So, I guess that's fine. My deck is essentially completely upgraded anyway. We finally get the extra energy we wanted. Taking these guys on. Do I want to continue card removing? I mean, this deck really wants a Glacier. But if I can get these 2 out of the deck, it's going to be amazing. So let's see if I can path into 2 merchants here. I totally can, but I have to take the Burning Elite. So unfortunately, I have done this to myself. Oh my gosh, look at this opener. Let's go cool-headed. Dude, this deck is so sick. Okay, compile driver U. Draw 3 cards. Get a random power. Lava Storm. I can then loop to trigger this. Dual cast this orb. Cool-headed draws 1,000,000 cards. Vision. Yeah. Okay, this deck is disgusting. Electro gives me extra lightning. Zap. Chaos. And you're dead. Alright, we will gain max HP. Consume. This gives us some amount of scaling. We need like a potion of capacity if we're going to go this route, but it's so good. It makes Fission Plus worse. But it makes our loop plus strategy pretty strong. I'm going to take it, and we're just going to be on the hunt for... Whoa. I will trade Explosive Potion for a Relic. Okay. It's just the worst thing. Okay, so we're taking the Burning Elite, so we're going this way. Downsides of taking Consume, I guess, are this. 1311. I can just take damage. That is an option presented to us. I could go like Consume Loop Hologram. Then I take still quite a bit. I think this potion is likely to prevent more damage. Yeah. Let's White Noise. Okay, not the best, but we'll take it. I'm gonna go Consume into Electro. That'll give us the energy that we need. Then I can go Cold Snap, Hologram back, Cold Snap. This evokes to do 11. So I can kill this one and I full block. Great. Then we get to go zap. Cool-headed. Dual cast just kills, so we'll do that. Okay, we used a potion. We took no damage in the process. Fusion plus channel 1 plasma. That does give us quite a bit of energy. I mean, this basically you spend 1 to get 2. You can use it to store energy for the next turn. Yeah, we'll take a fusion plus. Okay. This makes the openers awkward. Loop, zap, charge battery. That's all we got. See, if we can card remove these defends, this turn would have been absolutely insane instead of just being kind of bad. Now we have a lot to make up for here. Let's white noise. I will heat sinks. Cold snap. This one's hitting me for the most. Compile driver, do your thing. There we go. Do I want to consume into Electro? I guess fusion just generates energy here. But then if I consume, we lose the Electro stuff. I have a heat sinks, right? I do have a heat sink. So I'm trying to draw like fission or something. If I consume, it means we do more damage. Am I killing with an Electro in this spot though? Consume gives me 3 focus, so each Electro hits for 6, and it'll evoke to do 11. Then I will play, I only have 2. Then I will play Electro. This will be gone. This will be here. This will give me 2 energy back because I'll have none when I play this. So I'll go up to 2 energy. And then I will have, this will do 11 to everything. This will evoke another that'll do 11 to everything, so 22. And then I'll have 6 plus 6 will be 12. So that'll be 34 damage to everything if I go that path. And I'll draw 1 card. 34 damage to everything. Not very close to killing. Let's see what this potion is. Okay, well. we'll take this. It makes life a bit easier. White noise. Storm helps. Storm helps quite a bit. Let's go fusion for energy. Then I think I just... Oh, I can hologram back a compile driver. Now we're moving. I get to... Man, Fission's still in my deck, but we get to Electro, draw into Fission, and that should be it. Let's dual cast. Chaos. Fission. And then, I mean, we have 7 energy now. Let's just take him down. Alright, still had to use a potion there, but we didn't take a million damage. I think it's a little bit late for any of these. Let's keep going with card rewards. Alright, white noise. Here we're going to play a consume. Then a defrag. Then a loop. Then a cold snap. And a charged battery. I take 6 damage. But we have energy for days. Like a lot of energy. Yeah, I'll just fission here. Get to fusion into a chaos. Into cool-headed. Compile driver does get worse with consume. That is fair. There's an electro. Play the electro. We are now full blocking. Get echo form down. Get a buffer down. We can hologram back. Left in our deck. Can't find out. I guess I'll just get a cool-headed. To a white noise, machine learning, love it. Then I can zap. That makes sure that I have enough block next turn in case I don't really know. I could probably just kill if I didn't do that, but whatever. I don't think we're hurting that much here. Chaos. Cool-headed. Let's hologram back. Chaos. Chaos. Alright, draw some cards. Draw some cards. You're dead. Turbo Sunder Recycle. I don't think I need turbo. I have this plasma energy situation. I feel like there is a world where I can set up an infinite with recycle. And I need to think about what that infinite would be. I don't, like, my playstyle is almost never going for infinites. I mean, I could just recycle to get rid of the defense, but it's such a bad draw. I'm just gonna skip it. I don't like going for infinite, so I can't smith. Let me rest. Because I have 2 leads coming up. Okay. Go white noise. Sure. I keep getting storm off of this. Hard to be too mad. That's a good one. This will make lightning, so I want to compile driver first. We want to hit electrodynamics. We don't hit it yet. Let's creative AI. Then we can dual cast. Then we can cool-headed. Fusion. Let's just compile driver. There's the electro. I will just play the electro. Then I think I do consume. And just get down a buffer? Yeah, buffer makes sense to me. We have electro, we have lightning orb. This dude's hitting us for 16 times 2. Let's go fission plus. Then we can loop. Zap. 16 times 2. That's a lot. If I play Echo Form, I'm kind of losing something, so I want to hologram back. Could be a cool-headed. Yeah, let's hologram back a cool-headed. Play the cool-headed. That draws 2. Let's go fusion. Oh, I messed up. That's fine. We can just block. So if I block here, I'm not even doing anything, so let's do this. And then I'm gonna get a ton of energy next turn. That's why we played buffer. Here, let's dual cast. So much energy. Cold snap. Pile driver. Okay, perfect. Zap. Pile driver. Chaos. Okay, dude, when our deck gets this small, it is nuts. Zap. Cool-headed. Okay. Hologram back. A chaos. Then we get to charge battery. Oh, I'm still taking damage here. That's rude. Take 3 damage. Bag of Preparation is insane. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Is this like the first deck ever that doesn't... Glacier Plus is so good. A Seek Plus is nuts. Like, so insane. But Glacier Plus gives our deck the ability to block in a way that we like currently don't have. But Seek is so insane for the early turns. Setting up Echo Form. I gotta take Seek, but my goodness. This deck, we just don't need relics. We just have everything. Let's just make sure we get down in Echo Form. Then I can zap Vision. Get all our energy back. I love this. Chaos? I need a Frost so we can Cool-Headed. Alright, Seek Plus, what are you giving us? Double White Noise. You got it. Love a defrag. Static Discharge doesn't do anything, that's okay. Let's draw. Dual Cast is somewhere... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can draw into Dual Cast. We don't hit it. That's cool. I can play Fusion. I can Electro. 4 out of 4. Let's go Cool-Headed. Loop. I really want to play Buffer. I can also hologram back Plasma. That's probably the play here. We've been wrapped. There's our Buffer. The first card I cast is copied, so do that. Then we'll go Fusion. Dual Cast. So I block the wrap and then buffer him. Then we consume. We have more energy than you could ever want. Go Cold Snap, gets copied. Zap, Compile Driver. Alright. So much energy, man. Do I want to hologram back anything? I don't think it matters. Let's just keep going. Draw. The consume is a little bit awkward with our deck build right now. We really need something that... Hologram back a compile driver. We really need something... Oh my gosh, dude. This deck is nuts. I need something to grow how many slots I have. Go Fusion. And... Cold Snap. Okay, full blocking. Full energy. Full dead. What, you're not dead? That's cheating. Okay, now you're dead. Recursion, Heatsink, Sweeping Beam. I cannot upgrade this Heatsinks. Recursion plus Fusion is really spicy. It's basically a 0 mana fusion, though. Is that a thing? I'm trying to think. I haven't really built a deck like this in a while. If I use Recursion on Fusion, it's just 0 add 2 energy. Whereas just casting Fusion is 1 add 2 energy. Which is like okay. Pretty bad in the opening turns. I'm just gonna skip. Gotta take the key. Fight the Burning Elite with Metallicize. No big deal. White Noise gives us... There we go! It's over! Cool-headed. I mean, I still have to block this first attack. Which is a little bit sketchy, to be honest. I think I'm gonna hologram back a cool-headed. I could also go Chaos Cold Snap Dual Cast. Actually, yeah. Oh yes. Cold Snap Dual Cast. More energy. Now we hologram back the cool-headed. Do I consume? Yes. Consume into fusion into cool-headed. Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. That's a lot of energy, my friend. Seek Plus gives us Echo Form. I mean, I'm playing that. Getting this. And white noise? See what this brings. Okay. Play this. Play a loop. Play cool-headed. Play zap. Buffer is free. Might as well. Compile driver draws some cards. Compile driver draws some more cards. Pretty bad draws, but we do get to... charge battery. Buffer. I'm going to save this Electro. I want to keep this Frost at the front. I'm not doing any damage to him next turn anyway. And this plus loop means we're much further along towards blocking than we otherwise would have been. Here I get to compile driver to draw. Fusion is great, but we need to make sure we're full blocking. I guess I have buffer, so maybe it doesn't matter. Maybe it just doesn't matter. Fusion. Cool-headed. Chaos. Okay, I mean let's make sure we're full blocking. Might as well. Zap. Compile driver. Cool-headed. Toolcast. I will consume again. And here, I think I want lightning at the front. So let's... 26 plus 16 is 42. Cold Snap should be a full block, but I guess I want more energy next turn, so we'll do that. Full block, still have 2 buffer against this dude. First card I play is copied. So... I really want a fusion plus copied. But I think... yeah. Do that. Do that. Play compile driver. Play a chaos. Play our compile driver. Now we're talking. I already used all my compile drivers. Let's just get this down. It's finally time. Zap. Cool-headed. Dual cast. Cool-headed. And I will finish things off with a fusion. This gives me all the frost at the front with loop. I'm full blocking. Dude's trying to hit us for damage. That was something. That was certainly something, my friend. We're trying to set up so I'm in tangent pile. Nothing I do matters right now. We're just crushing it. Grab compile, draw off compile, draw off cool-headed. Just compile. We're intangible. Let's zap. Fusion. We got frost at the front. I want lightning at the front. I could just keep going, but let's like do this. Hologram back, charge battery, defend. That's 103 block. And now you die. Driver. Dual cast. You're done. No damage. Meat on the bone, not helpful. Capacitor, I have to take that. That makes our deck able to scale. Alright, my friends. Capacitor adds 2 slots. This makes 3, so it will just fill. I think I want Electro first, which means I want a compile driver first. Okay, then I want a white noise. Machine learning's fine. I want to consume into Electro. That'll just make it do more damage. And then it gives us energy back. 2 out of 4. Guess I'm not really defending here, am I? Just buffer, I guess. Who needs the capacitor? I wish I could upgrade it so badly, but I could echo form it up. Alright, this is probably game over. White noise. Yeah. I think you guys are dead. Let's seek for fusion and cool-headed. Fission. You're dead. Heat sinks plus. White noise, capacitor, seek. That's a lot of card draw. Okay. Yeah, okay. We get to go heat sinks plus into seek 4. What am I even doing here? I want to go white noise because that's so spicy, but I think echo form plus capacitor is probably the most responsible option. Get a zap in there while we can. This dude debuffs us, but we're gonna double cast whatever we want. Which is not that good, to be honest. White noise is pretty good. Okay. Okay. You know what? It's pretty good. I take it back. Play Fission. Play Electro. Okay. You know what? This is disgusting. What do I do here? Let's cool-headed. Then I can dual cast the Plasma. That lets me zap. Dude, I want all of this. Draw 2. Play another fusion. Alright, my friend. We're gonna block a bit. Charge battery. Hologram back. It doesn't matter. Cool-headed. We'll playing buffer draws me cards, which let's chaos. Then we can fission. Get like the most energy anyone's ever seen. Definitely consume. Okay, it's game over. Let's cold snap. Get a loop down, draw some cards. Dude, heat sinks plus is disgusting. Do this, consume. Cool-headed. Fusion. Compile driver starts drawing cards. Dual cast. Yes. It doesn't, nothing matters. Everything is relative. Nothing matters. Dual cast. Get a fusion back, play a zap, move the lightning orbs more to the front. Let's do that. Make a cold snap happen. Oh look, maybe we're running out of orbs. Nope, we get to cold snap, get our energy back. This isn't quite infinite, but my goodness is it entertaining. Or maybe it is infinite, honestly. I couldn't tell you. Player buffer, draw some cards. Oh look, chaos. Cool-headed. Zap. More energy. You got it. Cool-headed. Dual cast. Dude, I think we are infinite, but I'm not... It's like a weird infinite that I'm kind of giving up on here. Hologram back our zap. Lightning orb at the front. Only 138 block, nothing special. Not a huge deal. First card we play is cast twice. Honestly, that seems so spice. Do that. Do this. Chaos draws, gives energy, whatever. Let's pile drive. Oh my goodness. Last card is defend. Let's get back our compile driver. I heard that card's good. Play this. Play this. Play this. play this. Oh my gosh. Zap. Cool-headed. Oh, is that a compile driver? I've never seen that before. I think we're like infinite, but not... Dude, another chaos. I don't think I need it. I don't think I need it. Let's recall the key. Make sure we get that down. We get a shop. We get a shop. Holy cow. Okay. Card remove defend goes so hard. Glacier plus goes so hard. Defragment goes so hard. And I get to card remove and defend next time as well. Buy this. If I buy this 79, I can't card remove at the next shop. And I think cutting this defend is going to make our deck absolutely disgusting now that we just got a Glacier. I could take Streamline for more damage because the heartbeat... The heartbeat is going to be a thing that we have to worry about. But we just got Glacier Plus. We just got Glacier Plus. Let's not put bad cards in our deck. Go here. Heal 3. Electrodynamics against our favorite donut. Holy cow. Alright, my friend. Seek Plus. You're gonna grab Heat Sinks Plus and Capacitor. Then we're gonna go Heat Sinks Plus. Then we're gonna go White Noise Plus. Okay. Let's do it. I think I want to first Fusion, Cold Snap, Dual Cast. Now I have a ton of energy. Do that. Do that. Perfect. Let's Cool-headed. Consume goes pretty hard. Into Glacier. Full block. We get energy for next turn. We have Heat Sinks live. There we go. That's the one. Oh, buddy. Echo form. That draws an echo form. Play the second echo form. Okay. I mean, it's over. What even is there left to do? Play Chaos? And then Fission. Beautiful. Great work. Let's Glacier. Let's Fission. Cool-headed. Cool-headed. Consume goes so hard. Alright, my friends. Little bit of block. Don't worry about it. First card played is copied. Loop. I don't even need to buffer, but it's copied, so like, come on. Then, what am I even doing here? Fusion plus goes so hard. I have loop plus and I want a ton of just cold snap. I guess I can dual cast. Sure. 4 energy. What's left? Cool-headed chaos. Because I want to get some lightning stuff going. Because it, like, they're dead. I just have to actually get there. We can compile driver. Let's consume. Then zap. I can hologram back as zap. Compile driver will draw those. I'm just going to get more energy next turn. Alright, my friend. First card you play is cast twice. Let's cast twice. Second card I play is also cast twice. Okay, let's get some lightning going. Hologram back. I guess cool-headed just because it draws. Compile driver, perfect. Compile driver. Yeah. Do that. Consume. We're back down to 3. Who'd have thought it? Charge battery for more energy. I wish I had Caliper so bad. But this is a good amount of block, I think. I am like a little bit short on lightning orb damage potential. Cool-headed. Forgot that was copied. We can zap. Start drawing. Start drawing. Vision is great. Let's cold snap. Cool-headed. Dual cast for more energy. I don't like it's just so much. Zap. This draws a bunch. Zap. Alright, I get a ton of energy next turn. I'm only blocking for 192 though, so I don't know, it might not be enough. Alright, let's go. Fusion's copied. This is copied. Zap. Alright, we're gonna get some energy here. Dual cast probably just kills. Almost. Get some frost, kill ya. Dude, this is one of the most dominant decks I've ever seen. It does rely a bit heavily on us hitting extra orb slots off of the, what are these, white noise? So that is something to like be a little worried about. Rest for nothing. Thanks. Alright, shop. Oof. Okay, no potion of capacity. Discovery Plus does give us essentially like every out we could want in the heart fight. Because you could just find any card and you can start scaling that way. I'm a little worried that we're going to run short on like total potential damage in this fight. So this does solve that. Because you can just slowly fill your deck with good cards and kill them because it costs 0. Because once we play Electro, the only way we have to get lightning orbs is zap or like anything else. This means we will outscale the heart eventually, hopefully. It does mean I don't get to remove this last defend. Because I could remove defend and get a glacier. And then, like, what are we doing? But I don't have scaling. But I'm essentially infinite already. It's just really time consuming to get there. And it is possible we could end a turn with not the best cards in hand, especially if we would like need to really force it so I echo form this capacitor or get lucky hitting it off of white noise. So I think this is the decision to make. Card remove defend, get a glacier, or take Discovery Plus and have a worse starting build, but we just draw so many cards. We're at full health. I think I'm gonna just make sure I have damage. Maybe that's wrong, but we'll find out. It's kind of just like white noise, right? Let's do white noise. Love a defrag. Then I can cool-headed. Pile driver. Perfect. So, see, this is where you Discovery Plus and hit all bad stuff. But Discovery's still in the deck. Multicast does almost nothing. I guess I'll take a beam cell? I don't know. Okay. Then we can vision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's our capacitor. In this fight, we don't need to echo form capacitor necessarily. Go consume into fusion into seek for electro. Do I need a heat sinks? Probably. I can go heat sinks. Might as well zap. Electro. A lot of damage to everything. Then 6 times 2, I can Glacier. We're full blocking here. Let's play loop. Full block. I didn't echo form, which maybe is a mistake, but I'm blocking for so much. Let's white noise. Love that. Yeah, let's just do that. Buys cog. Draws 2 cards. Discovery gives us... I guess sweeping beam's okay. We can dual cast to make sure we're blocking. Then chaos. 51. I'm still not full blocking. Can hologram back and dual cast. But I think having this in the front is kind of spicy, and we can pile driver into some zeros. 51, 61 is a full block. So, sure. Okay, and now we should be moving. We get to go fusion, buffer. Wait, this is terrible. Wait a second. Something bad has happened here. Charge battery. No, we get to buffer the attack. I'm taking damage. I need to focus here. We just gotta kill these dudes. Let's go, zap. Cool-headed. Beam cell this one. Compile driver. Sweeping beam. Discovery. Hello world draws. Let's go dual cast. Ooh, zap. Then cool-headed. Okay, then we get to capacitor, which draws. Alright, now we're moving again. Compile driver. And chaos. Okay, I took damage that I definitely should not have. But that should be okay. Let's go Glacier. Into Cold Snap on you. I actually don't have damage again. But this should 30. This dude's attacking for 48. Yeah, the lack of damage here is pretty rough. Gain 3 focus, lose 1 orb slot. Would be 30. So how much am I blocking for? 30 plus 14, 28 is 58. I'm still taking a lot of damage, actually. I'm gonna use this here. 58, yeah. Now I'm still taking some damage. Alright, dude. We just gotta kill, man. Cold snap. You're dead. Fusion. Compile driver. Dual cast. Cool-headed. We're full blocking, but it's still not doing damage. I'm worried about my heart fight. First card is copied. Great. Sweeping beam. Pile driver. Beam cell. Draw a card. Let's go fusion. Zap. Dual cast. Oops, dual cast. Get our energy back. Then we can cool-headed. I can hologram back our compile driver. Then we can cool-headed into a cold snap to get more energy. Streamline plus the orb will kill. Okay. Kunai, Steam Barrier, Leap Hologram. I will take a hologram. Alright, Mr. Hart. Drink our Dex Potion. How do we want to do this? There's a lot of good options here turn 1 that I like. How do we want to do it? It's white noise. Electro's great. I really want to dual cast this capacitor if I can, but Rip and Tear Chaos Reboot. Chaos being in the deck is kind of bad. I wish you could choose none, but you have to choose one. You have a reboot, I guess. Let's go fusion into fission. Heat sinks is great. I will hologram back a fusion. Play the fusion. Play chaos. Then I get to compile driver. Okay, so this turn I am going to be able to set up Echo Form and loop. Get Echo Form down. Now, let's play Electro. I need a block. I will hologram back fusion. Play the fusion. I could play another Electro here. It's sort of mana neutral. I want to get a Frost Orb at the front. How do I set that up? Maybe cool-headed? Yeah, I don't want to play this capacitor until next turn, but I want Frost Orb at the front with a loop. Let's go zap. Loop. White noise. Sure, this actually can be somewhat helpful. Then I can cool-headed, dual cast the Frost Orb. Go up to 4, that's great. I will now consume. Drop the focus. Then I will cold snap into charged battery. And I'm just gonna... I know next turn I'm drawing Cool-Headed plus Buffer and Ascender's Bane. I'm gonna reboot. Okay, that's pretty bad because I wanted to hit Capacitor, but we have some time to get there. Okay, first card I play is cast twice. In this specific instance, I think it's going to be a Glacier. It could also be a Cool-Headed plus. I think it's going to be a Glacier. That's the most, like, mana efficiency. Then I get to zap Compile Driver. See what Discovery brings. Another Echo Form is excellent. I'm full blocking. Let's get a fusion plus down. Next turn I have a ton of energy. No way. No way, dude! Oh. Wow. I'm dead. If I had left a Frost Orb in the front, I would still be alive. So, man, that sucks. That really sucks. I can consume 3 times. That doesn't get me anywhere. Really rough, man. Even defend, no, defend wouldn't have saved me. No, but any of the rest, this draws 4 cards. Oh, that sucks. All right, well. So what did I need to do different? If I leave a Frost Orb at the front, I have 3 focus plus 2 loop. So I would gain 15 block. 67 minus 15 is... I'm still dead, actually. If I consume, I just lose all my orbs. I guess we'll see what happens if I do that. I just can't have orbs now. Man, that's rough. That was the hand we needed to not draw. Yikes. Well, I think we played well. Super unfortunate that that happened. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you would have done to avoid that. We don't have any way to retain cards, and those cards were in the deck. I guess what I should have done the last turn is tried to draw into those so that I didn't draw literally all 5 in one hand. Because virtually any other card in my deck, I win the fight. Unfortunate. See you next time.